Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host,
Chuck Manatee.
And in today's episode, we are going to be having a look at a Mortal Kombat 2 featurette. So this is just a small little piece that they're going to be chatting about one or two things. But yeah, as usual, I'll give you some interesting information with regards to the movie. We'll watch the featurette and I will give you my thoughts and one or two things that I want to say about the cast and so on. So yes, let's have a look-see right here. Alright, so, beg your pardon, Mortal Kombat 2 is an upcoming American martial arts fantasy film that is a sequel to Mortal Kombat, which came out in 2022, both based on the video game series Mortal Kombat. And this is going to be directed by Simon McQuaid and written by Jeremy Slater. The champions of Earthrealm, joined by Johnny Cage, are forced into battle against one another as they attempt to resist the rule of Shao Kahn, whose rise threatens the survival of Earthrealm and its defenders. Principal photography began in June 22nd, 2023 at Village Roadshow Studios in Gold Coast, Queensland, with Stephen F. Winden as the cinematographer. Due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike, filming was suspended in July and resumed following the end of the strike in November 2023. So because of that SAG-AFTRA strike, this was delayed ever so slightly. So filming officially concluded in late January 2024. And Mortal Kombat 2 is scheduled to be theatrically released in the United States by Warner Brothers Pictures on May 15th, 2026. So middle of next year, so it's going to be one of those summer-ish blockbusters. So the film was originally scheduled to be released October 24th, 2025. So this has had all sorts of production issues and so on. But even though it has gone through a little bit of some painstaking teething problems, there is what looks like something that is really exciting to look forward to. So let's have a look at the trailer featurette, and then I will give you some thoughts afterwards. Here is the featurette for Mortal Kombat 2.
Filmmaking doesn't get much bigger than this. This is the way Mortal Kombat is meant to be seen.
We had to up the ante on every aspect.
The fatalities.
The flawless victories. The sequel is bigger in every way possible.
That's what it's designed for. Fans of fun, action, adventure, and it's such a huge undertaking.
You've never seen a Mortal Kombat in this massive scale.
This is an epic story that we have the opportunity to tell.
When I first met Carl on set, I was like, oh, here's Johnny Cage. Oh my gosh.
It's showtime. Get over here!
This is Mortal Kombat.
Finish him!
And that was the trailer featurette for Mortal Kombat 2. So some exciting stuff right there. So I am a huge fan, just have to let you know there might be some favoritism here with regards to what I have to say and so on. I have been playing this game since the mid-90s. Yeah, so I've been a fan of this franchise for a very long time. Some ups and downs, some good times and not some good times. Even in the game sphere, when they first started going into the 3D rendered stuff, it was kind of fun because it was new at the time. You know, where you're playing on not a two-dimensional screen. You know, so this 3D screen that you're playing on left, and you can go sort of up and down, left and right in circles. You know, it was kind of fun at first, but it got stale real quick. And I'm glad they've actually gone back to the original way that the game was made to be played, and that's like in almost like a two-dimensional sphere. But the graphics and stuff of the new games are insane. It's a lot of fun to play. The characters look like they're actually fighting the punches. I mean, it's got better, obviously. That's modern technology for you right there compared to the first ones. But the first ones still hold up. Me personally, I like Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Those were fun. And then Mortal Kombat X was really cool. I enjoyed that. So yeah, those have been my favorites through the years. But with regards to the cast, there's a few things I wanted to chat about. So Johnny Cage, played by Cole Urban, very good casting. Kitana too. Raiden looks a bit young for me. I wanted him to be a little bit older. Same with Sindel. The character kind of looks like some of the iterations of her, but you know, it's not on point completely. So Raiden and Sindel could have looked a little bit older for me. Yeah, then we have Jade. That's on point. So if you're looking on screen now, I'll put it big on screen. So Johnny Cage, Kitana good, Raiden bit too young. Then we have Jade, that looks good. Sonya Blade is very much on point to like the old sort of Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1 look. Sindel bit too young. Then we have Liu Kang. He is so good. That is as close as it's gonna get. Him and I think Shang Tsung, but I'll get there. Then we have Bai Han, of course, one of the ninjas, and you know, one of the guys that are part of like the you know, similar clans to Noob and Scorpion and all of those guys. So they're gonna look as good as it's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's hard to say that they don't look right. They do. Scorpion looks great. I like the white eyes. I hope that they put that in the movie. Shang Tsung looks great, very, very good. Baraka, that mouth looks insane. That's something I hope that they nail in the movie, like with the look. And I hope the teeth kind of move too. Like not just up and down, but kind of like the way like it should twirl like little worms. I think that would be a fun little addition. You do kind of get a glimmer of that, but it's not put outright as yet. Jax, great. Kano looks top class. Kano looks really, really good. Cole Young, good. Kung Lao, yes and no. It's the right kind of character, like, but he's not as close as like what Liu Kang looks like or Kano. Kung Lao doesn't look exactly like the character, but it's close enough. You know what I mean? Shao Kahn, I beg your pardon. That's the last one at the bottom right now. Now he's played by Martin Ford, so you obviously don't see his face, but you know, Shao Kahn is supposed to be this massive man or massive monster dude, you know. So having Martin Ford play him was a very good idea, because I mean, if you needed a big guy, that's the guy you use. And he's massive. So yeah, Shao Kahn looks great on screen. I'm very happy with the way he looks and so on. Yeah, like so. Some of the backdrops, you know, some of the stages that they fight in, you know, I really hope that they do one in that, that monster tree forest one. That's from Mortal Kombat 3 and 2. Well, first time you saw was probably in 2 and 1, I think. Was it in 1? I can't remember now. I'm trying to think. Yeah, but those trees that you see, like the ones that are alive, I hope there's something like that in the movie. it does look like they are using a lot of the backdrops that you'll get in the games, which is cool. That's what you want to see. You want to see whatever was in the game as far as the fatalities went, their power structures that each character has. You want to see those depicted as accurately as possible in the movie. And from the original trailer and now from the featurette, with what they're talking about sticking true to what you see in the game. The first Mortal Kombat movie was pretty decent, but when you play the game, it kind of looks a little bit more like they have like these crazy powers, which they didn't really play into as full as I think they're going to go crazy with this one, which I hope so. Kano shooting that red laser out his eye, Jade's staff being like glowy and powered and all that sort of stuff. Baraka's a cool addition, finally. You see a proper version of him, so I'm excited about that. And Shao Kahn looks crazy. He looks crazy. Crazy good. So, you don't need this deep, like, welling story. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, obviously you want a good story. You don't want it to be rubbish. But you don't need to have this, huge centered, there's this dramatic nonsense and blah, blah, blah. Like, all you need is the good guys to be put up against the bad guys. They have to win. They beat Shao Kahn, the end kind of thing. And then, put your little stories in between to make it like a little bit more heartfelt in certain places, and maybe a little, I wouldn't say too much humor. It's Mortal Kombat, so you can play around with that with Johnny Cage. So he'd be the perfect character to use to, for a little bit of comedic relief and stuff. He is that in the games too. So he's always, throwing shade and being a little cocky guy, sarcastic, that kind of stuff. So that would be fun to see. I could go on about this for hours if I really wanted to. I'm a huge fan. But for me, looks cool. They're talking about spin-offs. I think they must just like focus on this. So like, not where should we take this story to, that story. Just focus on a really good movie. So far so good. I haven't seen anything in the first trailer and this featurette that's like red flags or concerning me too much. So I'm happy with the line that they're going in. I'm glad they're taking it to like the next level as far as the look and feel of it, because the first one was made in 95, and then they made a couple of like really bad ones in between. Terrible graphics, B-movie type stuff. And I'm glad that this is actually getting the love and attention it deserves, because it's a franchise that's been around for so long. It definitely needs that TLC, like really great graphics, really good time and effort put into making it look amazing. And I think they are going in the right direction, which makes me happy in my heart. But let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this little featurette today? Is it something that's getting you excited? All the delays, especially if you're a fan, that's a bit annoying, but better late than never. And so let me know what you thought of today's featurette and today's episode in the comments below. And please do show us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. But that is it for today's episode of the Everything Podcast, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.